Hey y'all, it's Lady Love Myself coming to y'all with a new video. This video, is going to be specifically for the New Yorkers. You know, I'm a New Yorker. Ew. But I really had to create and make a video for my New York brethren. And this is for those that are relocating out of the city. And let's say you want to come to the South, if you want to come to Georgia, there are things that I want you to prepare for when you come to the state. Okay. One, get prepared for the hate. Okay. Um, yeah, you're not like that much outside of the New York City, the NY. I mean, you got fans. Everybody be like New York, New York, New York. But when you get really into it, when you're really living there, you're not a tourist. You're not just visiting and shit. When you here, ain't a whole lot of all of that Southern hospitality bullshit. Where, where, I didn't. I very rarely seen it from being here, and I've been in Georgia for a number of years. And I'm gonna be honest, I thought the hate that I would receive would be, I thought, because of how we are in New York, I thought I would be dealing with like some redneck white people racism type of shit, and I haven't. It's only been my issues I've been dealing with from the black people, and a lot of them have been kind of less than friendly. Some of them was even like, "Oh, you from New York? Yeah, take your fucking ass back." I was like, "Do you need a little sweet tea on that? Like, what the fuck I do to you?" Or they'd be like, "Oh yeah, we was watching Love and Hip Hop last night." I had to tell them, "Listen, that's a TV show, yo. Not everybody from New York is like that on Love and Hip Hop. It's a television show." So be prepared. A lot of people may be pissed off that your fucking ass is down here. Different areas, shit and stuff. Because they believe the stereotype about New Yorkers. There's a stigmatism. Once you leave New York, be careful. And it's not just Georgia. There's other areas where you're in New York, you move out, they be kind of feeling like, oh, you from New York? And it's like, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm from New York. Concrete jungle where dreams are made of. That's Alicia Keys' song, and no, I don't own the rights of it, but we're proud of our city. Everybody's proud of their city. So I just wanted to say that number one, when you leave New York, get ready for the hate, especially if you come into Georgia. You're gonna experience it in the workplace if you just so happen to get a job. Okay, because they're gonna be like, well, this is how we do it. Even some of the agencies that I had worked with when I first moved here. I never forget this one lady. She was so nasty. It was like she just wanted me to revamp my whole resume, revamp it. And I was like, this what I sent to you, lady, is a money maker. Are you kidding me? Well, we're just as thorough as they are in New York. Can you just change the whole thing? I told that bitch kiss my fucking ass, okay? It was a changing shit for her. I went and got a job somewhere else. But at the jobs, I was, how can I say, very experienced. I'm in accounting, finance, payables, receivables, bookkeeping, finance, all of that. And in New York, I had planned on going further with that. But once I got here to Georgia and I got back into my career field, um, they weren't moving as fast or advanced as they were back home. So I was basically over experienced. Like I knew I had a lot more experience. And then my managers knew that I had more experience than them. And, it wasn't like I was going to dumb my fucking self down, you know. But, I just still, hey, bitch, if you don't know your shit, you don't know your shit. But you just going over here. Oh, over there. I never forget I went to this job and I did the basic move in Excel. Okay. All I did was just drag one cell up from one to the next. And I was a white lady. And she said, can I see you in my office? So I was like, yeah, sure, I'll go in the office. You can sit, close the door and everything. I closed the door. I was like, yeah, what's up, Susan? You did that move on Excel, right? I was like, yeah, it was nothing. You just moved it. Look, even if you are smarter than me, don't act like it. And I was like, what? I said, excuse me? She said, even if you are smarter than me, don't act like it. I said, oh, sorry, lady. Hey, hey. I said, I'm not from the South. Okay? I, I I don't know. Me no comprende. I don't know how to dumb myself down. I said, why don't you just bring yourself up? This is very simple, basic move. I can show you how to do it. I'm going to get you some goddamn training somewhere. I said, but I can't dumb myself down for you or to make you look some kind of way to the team out there. And it was like, I'm going to be honest, I felt like I was working in some old post-slavery environment. And the women were real timid. You don't want to say nothing so Susan could come out here. And I was saying to myself, what? Get the fuck out of here. Hey, Susan. Yeah, you're fired. The job ended because I wasn't going to dumb myself down. But, yeah, the bitch actually asked me not to, be smart. I don't know where they do that. So you're going to be dealing with some things because there's cultural things down here in the South. They have their own ways and you're going to learn them. And then you're coming down here with your New York ways and your New York cultures. And sometimes they don't blend. They're going to think you're too cocky, too arrogant, shit like that. So, but they're still welcoming. I still met a lot of welcoming people from Georgia. But I'm saying, there's some of them people that be like, this is their hometown. You know what I mean? This is their home. That all these people just coming to their state and shit. Maybe taking their jobs. Who knows? So, just be prepared for the hate. But still don't give a fuck. Next is the food. Now, before I get started, the food in the South, depending on what you eat, it's the fucking bomb. Okay? It is delicious. Okay? Not the most healthiest, but you can find you some really good spots. But the Southern cuisine is extremely delicious. But if you're coming for like pizza, Chinese food, Italian food, definitely hell motherfucking no. Okay. I remember I was working at this goddamn job, and they was like, "Ooh, hey New York," because they was always calling me New York. That's another thing. Motherfuckers may not call you by your name when you first get here. They may call you by where you come. Hey, yo, New York. And it's just like, yeah, nigga. It's Teresa. So anyway, they bragging about us going to Carrabba's. This dope Italian. Yeah, New York. You gonna like it. You gonna like it. Okay. I get there. They bring out the food and shit. I forgot baked ziti, some shit. I got my food. I was just like, what the fuck is this bullshit? I was like, y'all call this Italian food? I said, I'm sorry, you can't. New York got the most authentic, down home, delicious Italian food. You can't fuck with it. And I'm just saying it because I don't know too many Italians living here in the South. Now, I've been, referred to different restaurants and stuff like that, but I'm sorry. And I know it's closed because one of my favorite spots in New York was Pasta Lovers on Queens Boulevard or Portofino's. If you go down to down in the village area over there where they be having that San Gennaro festival, you can get you some dope Zeppelis. Oh my God. And cannolis. I bought a cannoli down here, right? I bit it. Spit it right the fuck out. I was like, what the fuck is this? Fucking cannoli? It's like, So that's what I do when I do go back home. I do cherish certain foods. I cherish. Okay. So also, with the food, that bread, I don't know. Something's with the water. So the water down here don't make the bread and all of that stuff good like that we get back home. So, and they don't have heroes down here. You'll be getting like a sub for y'all that still eat the sandwiches and stuff. I prefer heroes because sometimes for some reason they taste better than the subs. Look, just give me a goddamn hero. That's when I used to eat the shit. Give me a honey turkey Swiss cheese, mustard, less mint, and they give it to you quick. I'm not waiting about an hour and some change for a fucking sandwich. Ugh. Okay. Next, all right. I want you to also get prepared for driving. Driving all the goddamn time, depending on where you live. Like if you live near the bus line or the train line or so that. But I just want you to know that Georgia, yeah, it's a mandatory car state. Like I moved here with no car, so I had to learn. Like oh shit. But I moved when I first moved here. I was living in College Park, so I lived right on the bus line to the train station, College Park. So I was still able to get around when going to work and shit. But let's say I got a job in uh it wasn't on a train route. When I first moved to College Park, I don't know. I don't know if they even got sidewalks yet. These motherfuckers didn't have no sidewalks. Okay? Now, I'm not talking about like Old National, but like the Camp Creek, going up toward the Camp Creek Marketplace and stuff. I was living over there in Highland Square, and I was just like, ain't no motherfucking sidewalks. And then there was another thing, okay? Depending on where you live, people. New York is a melting pot. So I could really say anybody that lived on this planet could have either visited or come to New York, but that's how many people. It's millions of people, and it's a melting pot, plethora of cultures and nationalities and all of that. So even though I grew up in Queens and Flushing, from the Bronx though, BX Melrose Project. Damn. Anyway, um, I had to get that in there. Growing up still in New York, my neighbor, she was from Poland, or I think Russia, Poland, Russia, you got Puerto Rican. I'm saying, but we all lived together. So when I moved to Georgia and I got to College Park, and all I saw was I just saw a whole bunch of black people. I didn't see no Asians, no nothing. I didn't see nothing. And I ain't never just lived around just on black people. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but it was just like, the fuck is this shit? Because it was off the chain over there. Machine guns going off at 5 o'clock. So yeah, be careful what area you move into. Okay? I'm gonna tell you certain areas is rough. That College Park, I'm gonna say that Jonesboro, Fairburn, Riverdale Road, College Park, Camp Creek Marketplace. Then you get to the east side where you got the Wesley Chapel, Covington Highway, some parts of Decatur switches up. I mean, all of them got good and hood sides of the city. Whichever city you're in. So, Stone Mountain, yes, Stone Mountain is Stone Mountain. But Stone Mountain, it's changed. Okay? It's changed over the years. Okay? But also the crime has changed. When you come down here in the South, you're a different type of motherfucking crime. Don't sleep, New Yorkers. Don't sleep. Please, whatever you do, don't sleep on the Southerner. Don't think that they're slow or they're stupid and they don't know or this and that, because they will nice and kindly just blow your fucking brains out. Matter of fact, they just released a goddamn law the other day. You don't need a permit, license, nothing. You could just go to any store. You could probably buy your store at the fucking goddamn any regular corner store at the gas station, and walk around with it on your hip now. It's just like the Wild Wild West out here. So be careful about that. The crimes, home invasions. They do not have New York City doors. The doors in New York City, those are metal doors. You can't kick that shit in. You kick that shit in, your knee going all the way back up into your fucking chest. So it's very rare that New York homes get apartments and shit get they doors kicked in. That's just not fucking happening. But here in the South, because it's pretty and clean and, back then people didn't even need to lock their doors at night or anything like that. So now with the migration of other people coming down, then they bring their crime with them. But the crime down here, you got the home invasions. You got to watch your back at the gas station. Yeah. Certain areas, like that west side. Oh my God, where the colleges is at. Oh my God. I don't know why. Why they got the fucking HBSUs, HBCUs over there? Because it really looked like the South Bronx when they got burnt down. The colleges is here. When you go around the corner, you're like, oh my God, what the fuck is this? Where the fuck am I? I've never seen it. And the hoods are different. Southern hoods are different from New York hoods. Okay. So, just be ready. Just be ready for the change. And just take it all in. I've been here for years, so I haven't really had any like issues. Oh, and you do hear gunshots depending on where you live. Now, where I live at right now, I'm in like a Jewish area of Atlanta, North Druid Hills over here, Jewish section. So thank God I don't hear no gunshots. Okay, I don't hear it. But when I lived in Stone Mountain, it was like ba 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 ba. Clarkston ain't bad, but I loved it when I lived in Lawrenceville or really Duluth over there off of Pleasant Hill. But they kind of getting off the chain now over there. And they've been having some goddamn murders. I know they got the Chinese gangs and shit like that. So I think that's about it. Okay, just know, don't fall into the stereotypes that they have for you. Be ready for people to be speaking to you that do not know you. They will say hello or good morning, and it is perfectly okay. Nobody's like, I've learned not to take that personal, because I know back home, motherfuckers speak to you that don't know you. You basically like, nigga, I know you from somewhere. Oh, because you spoke. And then when I lived here, and I'd be like, damn, you would get irritated because a motherfucker said hi. Yeah, that's a lot of desensitizing from the New York. I'm about to do a video about anybody if you happen to move to New York, which you need to prepare yourself for, and that is some thick ass skin, man. Oh, it ain't no joke. Ain't nobody gonna give a fuck. Pretty much, too much going on. So, with that being said, I think that's enough. Just prepare for the culture shock, because it's real, y'all.